response on your time.
Okay, cereal is technically a soup. Let me explain. If we look up the definition of what is a soup, we get this definition right here, which says a liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, etc. in stock or water. Keyword here is typically. So we can take the definition of soup as a liquid dish. Now, I think that my person that I'm arguing is going to make the argument that this is not a credible dictionary. So I think they're going to use the Oxford Dictionary, which was created in 1961, and the definition that you just saw was taken from Oxford Online Dictionary, which is from 2022, and the Oxford Online Dictionary is a lot more credible than the original Oxford Dictionary. Right here from the Oxford Dictionary website, you can see all these reasons stating why the Oxford Online Dictionary is more credible than the old dictionary, and the old dictionary definition just doesn't have the word typically, but if we look at all these other dictionaries, which are all also credible, they all support the claim of like typically, and in fact one of them right here says with water or milk, so cereal is cereal with milk. So this is that dictionary right here, a liquid food that is made by cooking meat, fish, vegetables, etc. And etc. could be considered like when you say ramen is soup, like ramen noodles are soup, you'd consider that soup. But you could say that that's like boiled or heated. So here are some here's some cold soups. These are all cold soups if you want to make the argument that a soup has to be warm. This is also bigger list of cold soups. And then you could make the argument that right here, so like I said, you could make the argument that by cooking meat, fish, vegetables, etc., and like I said earlier, you could consider ramen a soup. You could say, well, it's not cooked, it's not boiled. Okay, that works.
Thank you for your time, Council Beer. Are you ready?
Wrap the standard.
Your choice.
So I'm claiming that cereal is a soup. In the dictionary definition, the Google Dictionary definition, which is the world's leading dictionary, states that soup is a liquid food made by boiling or simmering meat, fish, or vegetables with various added ingredients. The key word in this definition is boiling. In the dictionary definition of boiling is having reached the boiling point, which means steaming or bubbling up under the action of heat. Cereal is not prepared like this, and the source Wide Open Eats, which is a widely popular blog for really anything food related, says that the answer to this question is that cereal does not count as soup, so therefore, unless you eat cereal with vegetables or boiling, then it is not considered a soup. And also, you use Wikipedia, which is not exactly a credible source, and also the list you named of soups is also wrong. And if you go to any sort of restaurant, it will say like chilled tomato soup or chilled basil soup. It doesn't just have the soup chilled.
Okay. So yes, all these sources, the only one that's not super credible on here would be Wikipedia, which is the first one. But like I said, the Oxford Online Dictionary, which we looked at over here, like this is literally its website. It's saying why it's more credible than the Oxford Dictionary. This is its definition right here, and it says typically, keyword typically. So you can just define soup as a liquid dish. And like I was going back to the ramen example, if you're getting ramen in like a packet, you're just pouring it into hot water. You're not pouring it into boiling water. Like you could still consider it a soup. And if we look at this list of cold soups, it doesn't, like, none of them say like chilled and stuff like that. And so my ending definition thing is the definition of soup is a liquid dish. Cereal is a liquid dish, therefore cereal is a soup. And yeah.
All right, Council Beer, are you ready for your session, bro? On your time.
Okay. So you said that using oxforddictionary.com is actually more credible and is the world's leading dictionary website, which would mean that the Google or the dictionary.com definition is more credible, which would mean that my definition is better. Better. And also, going back to your Wikipedia list of soups, that is also an incredible source. So it is an incredible source. So you would be wrong.
Is that it? All right, thank you for your time. time, gentlemen. You may step outside. We'll call you back into the chamber once the jury has